What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to give you another college football transfer portal prediction video, and it is on Dillon Gabriel. I believe the former Oklahoma quarterback will be signing with and committing to the Oregon Ducks. Now, let's talk about why. But before we get started, I want to give you a quick flashback into my other college football prediction videos. I have two out there currently as of doing this video. One is on Cam Ward. I believe he's going to Ohio State. And I know, Ohio State hasn't reached out to him yet, per sources as of right now, and also Riley Leonard is visiting pretty soon. But I have Cam Ward ending up at Ohio State, and I also have Riley Leonard, who I just mentioned, who did go to Notre Dame this past week, but didn't leave with a commitment, and is visiting Auburn, Ohio State reportedly pretty soon. I have him still doubling back and signing with Notre Dame. So those two are my picks right now, along with this one right here, and Dillon Gabriel going to the Oregon Ducks. Now, as we all know, Bo Nix playing his last game January 1st at the Fiesta Bowl. Should come out with a W, but will be a tough game. Should be a fun game as long as everyone plays, whatever. But, Bo Nix, as we all know, last 2 years being at Oregon after leaving Auburn, Bo Nix has been a top quarterback in college football. I don't think he's an NFL prospect, but he's definitely been a top college football quarterback. Heisman Trophy candidate last couple of years. I think he's finished in the top 5, top 6 this year. Last year, I don't think he got invited to New York, if I'm not mistaken. I think he just missed it. But if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong though. But as far as this year goes, last 2 years he's been fantastic. And I'm gonna say that to say this: Dillon Gabriel, when Bo Nix left Auburn a couple years ago and went to Oregon, Dillon Gabriel leaving UCF, leaving Oklahoma, he's better than what Bo Nix was coming to Oregon a couple years ago. Plain and simple. I love Dillon Gabriel. My favorite quarterback right now in college football. Has been that way for a couple years. If you follow my channel, when he left UCF, I was really big on Dillon Gabriel replacing Matt Corral at Ole Miss ahead of Jackson Dart. I thought he would have been a great option there to pair with Lane Kiffin. Didn't end up happening, but I thought that would have been a great fit for him. But he played well. He played well at Oklahoma with Brett Venables. Who had a good run with Lincoln Riley leaving and stuff like that. Him and Caleb Williams leaving together a couple years ago. Brent Venables has done a great job there. Brought Dillon Gabriel along, and he played well. No question about it. Great strong arm prospect. Can use his legs and move around as well, and can run the ball, dual threat option. But the only thing, and for me being a fan of his, I thought he had been gone by now to the NFL draft last year. And that was because I thought, I thought he was a legit prospect. Just his size. His size is the only thing that really, kind of bogs him down as far as a prospect goes. But overall, he's a very good player. But he's set and due to visit Oregon pretty soon, and this is an important time. An early signing day period is coming up later on this month, and like I said, with Bo Nix playing his last game, they have two guys on roster who could compete for the spot at the Oregon starting quarterback spot, that being Ty Thompson and Austin Novosad, excuse me. Those two guys are solid. Seeing them play in high school and seeing their rankings, whatever. But Oregon, same as to me Notre Dame, same as Ohio State, they have guys on the inside who can play, who could be the guy. But you need a veteran right now who can stamp you as a guaranteed. As far as the injury goes, and Lord willing, no one gets injured. But but it's part of the game. But if no injuries happen, everything pans out correctly, you need a veteran quarterback like a Dillon Gabriel, like a Cam Ward, like a Will Rogers, like a Riley Leonard. Someone who's proven, someone who's established, someone who's already known as being talented and can play on the big stage. So these young guys at Ohio State, these young guys at Notre Dame, these young guys at, wherever else you want to name it, who's in contention for getting, a veteran quarterback in the transfer portal market. A lot of young guys are everywhere. There's 5 stars, 4 stars everywhere. Everybody's talented. But you gotta go, especially when the playoffs opening up now to 4 to 12 teams. You kind of have to make sure you're solidified. You make a spot in that 12, and it's a guaranteed spot if you have Dillon Gabriel. It's a guaranteed spot if you have Will Rogers. A guaranteed spot you have Cam Ward. On your squad. So for me, It's a very important time as of right now. This week, well, this week's over. It's Saturday, but next week, and trying to bring in Dillon Gabriel so you can fill out the rest of your roster for the rest of the transfer portal, time, and also as far as early signing day, also. So, I think Dillon Gabriel will be a Duck pretty soon. They're gonna go ahead and he's gonna go. Excuse me, I can't even talk. Sorry. He's gonna go ahead and commit pretty soon, right after he visits. Now I can't find the exact date when he visits. I did see Riley Leonard visit Notre Dame Tuesday. He left Friday with no commitment, which I said earlier. But I can't find the exact time. Every report is saying Gabriel is due to visit Eugene, Oregon soon. So I'm not sure when that is exactly. Is it currently now on Saturday, or is it, I'm not quite sure, but he's due to visit either now or next week, and we'll see how everything pans out. But as far as his fit goes with the Oregon offense, I think it's a perfect fit. As I said, Bo Nix put up monster numbers last couple years with Oregon and their talent around him. He looks like a totally different quarterback than he did at Auburn a couple years back. But, looking at Dillon Gabriel's game, at UCF, he was great. At OU, he was great. So I expect him to be even greater and be in the same category as Bo Nix was, being a Heisman finalist. Being a top perennial team, him being a finalist, them being in a 12-team playoff, and possibly them even winning it. I think as far as the team around them is good, everyone stays healthy for the most part. You have a good coach in Manning. And what's the old coordinator's name? I have it written down in my notes. Oh, shucks. What is his name? I can't find his name. Will Stein. Yeah, Will Stein's a heck of an offensive coordinator. He knows how to do. He knows how to use dual threat quarterbacks perfectly. And like I said, when Bo Nix came in, he was better than Bo Nix. Plain simple. Gabriel is one of the top guys in college football right now. Prior to all this happening, a couple weeks ago, there was rumors about Cam Ward leaving. I was very big on Cam Ward going to Oregon. That was my first pick. I had Dillon Gabriel going to USC, which I did like a lot as well, but there's some bad blood there, so I don't know if that ended up happening. Well, obviously, I don't think so now. I have him going to Oregon, but, USC and Oregon, to me, are the only two teams that are a valuable option for Dillon Gabriel. He wants to be, supposedly, I don't know for sure, but everything I've read says he wants to be on the West Coast now. And, Oregon and USC are the top two teams that are quarterback needy. But, everybody's crystal ball right now is reporting that Mississippi State's Will Rogers, who also already, I know for a fact, it's confirmed by everybody. Will Rogers has already met with Lincoln Riley at USC. Will Rogers not your typical Lincoln Riley quarterback, more of a Jalen Hurts guy who he had at OU for one season, more of a runner. But I'm sure Lincoln will make it work in this tough. And same for USC. They have two young guys as well. In Malachi, and what's the other guy's name? Whatever his name is, no disrespect. But they have a couple young guys as well that could play right now. But USC needs to make that 12-team playoff. They need to. They had Caleb Williams for 2 years and didn't make nothing happen. He made great moments. He had great plays, great stats. But he won a Heisman. But he did not push them to the playoffs. So, now they open up to 12 teams, Lincoln Riley has to make something happen. So, I don't think Cam Ward's an option there. I don't think Dillon Gabriel's no longer an option there. So it got to be Will Rogers or Leonard. But Leonard's not even going to the West Coast. He's going to SEC town in Auburn. He's from the area, and he's from Bama, and he's also going to Ohio State. So he's not even going West Coast. So most likely everything's pointing to Will Rogers. So with Dillon Gabriel, I guess Oregon's the only option. The only option that I really see fit for him. And like I said, the talent around him, the coaching staff, the changing conference. This could be what he needs. I said this yesterday. Yesterday in my Riley Leonard video. Riley Leonard going to Notre Dame or Ohio State, one of those two top programs. And then same for Dillon Gabriel, going to Oregon potentially, going to Ohio State, wherever he goes. Cam Ward, same thing, wherever he goes. But he got to go to a big program to make this happen. Either Either one of those three guys, Leonard, Ward, or Gabriel, if they have a top season, which is definitely likely at a top program with a 12-team playoffs, they can definitely have a name in the Heisman race. Best case scenario, they can definitely boost their stock at one of the big schools too. So that's my thing about people saying Gabriel staying at OU. OU's not going to get that much traction. He's been there. He's done it. He played great there, but nothing as far as his draft stock really changed. Cam Ward at Washington State, he got to go. Nothing's going to change there, So, and that's why I feel about Leonard as well. Leonard, who in Mel Kiper's eyes, who I said in my video yesterday, my Notre Dame video, Riley Leonard was once thought of to be a back end first round prospect. Now he's third, fourth, fifth round pick. He needs to. Some people saying Auburn for him. He needs Ohio State. He needs Notre Dame to push his stock up. Second round, late first, early third. As of right now, he's definitely down there. Cam Ward is around the same area, second, third. Gabriel, third, fourth, fifth. So, they need these big time schools and to have big time moments at these big time schools in big time games to get what they want to get at, which is obviously having the best draft stock possible. And that's why I believe Gabriel goes to Oregon. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.